So I am extra excited to come to you guys with this review, and what I have here in hand, boom, hopefully it focuses nice and quick, DJI Osmo Action 6 right here. You can see. Now, how do I have this in hand early? No, I'm not an influencer, but I do live in Guangzhou, China, and the product release date for this was November the 13th at 8 o'clock p.m. at night. Now, it is November the 14th today, actually late at night. I went out with my family, had work in the day, but after work, I stopped by my mall, local one close to my house, picked it up, and yeah, I'm super excited. So the release date in the West is supposed to be the 18th, but here in China, we get it in hand a little bit early. Now you can look at the packaging. One thing you can see here, I did get the Adventure combo, or previously known as the Action combo. I think it was always the Adventure combo, but it comes with the stick, the battery, and the battery cases. Here you go, another quick look. You know, advertising, marketing, all that. But yeah, here it is in my hand. Now, it's not a true unboxing because when I was at the DJI store, the guy at the DJI store was very consistent that I need to set it up in the store. So he did open it up. We used the DJI app on my phone. I did have to go into the App Store and update my DJI app, but we connected it, set it up, and it was good to go. So right here it is. But I am going to show you everything from the box. But let's take things off the stick. Now, previously, the DJI camera I had was the Action 4, and I did buy the Adventure combo for that as well. But let's get into this camera first. So first of all, let's look at the camera itself. Sorry, I don't have my studio lights here. I'm just in my apartment, and the focus is not kicking in that good. You can see the nice reflective off the mirror there. Is this going to focus? The camera I'm using to film this is a Sony ZV-1. I should have set up one of my Sony A7 series cameras to maybe do this. It would have been a little bit better, but I don't have a studio and I don't have a lot of space to do so. So this camera has to do. So I'll keep things about this distance to give a better focus. Usually I like to get a little bit closer. Now you can see it has that one light down here, and compared to the 4, you can see the lens is quite a bit bigger. Now, I'm not going to go into details about the specs of this camera. You guys can look that up. They're all here. The one thing I was a little disappointed about the specs is that it is not 8K. However, that is not that big of an issue because the reason I did not upgrade from the 4 to the 5 is the only big hardware upgrade was the battery, and I was very disappointed that the sensor doesn't change. But now they changed the sensor size from this one to this one to a 1.14 CMOS stacked sensor, I believe, which is almost close to the camera I'm filming, the Sony ZV-1, which gives phenomenal color. So I thought this, for my filming capabilities, would be great. Now if we open this, the window here is a little bit different on the side than you would see on the regular one here. Now, actually, I should take off the casing of this one and give you guys a little bit of a better look. So see, on this original, you know, the Action 4, you just press in, pop up, and it drops down to access the battery. This over here, you kind of need to push back in, and then, was it up or down? Up, up, up. So let me try to, there. So it's actually push out this way and then up, and then the battery drops down right there. Now, good thing about this too as well, the battery comes out. These batteries are the same as if you already upgraded to the 5. Same battery. I believe they're a little bit better, but you can use the batteries from the 5 in the 6. The main reason I went for the Adventure combo is because I wanted all the batteries, since the 4 batteries are not compatible. Then you got the slot right there for your SD card. Let me pop that back in. I did do a little bit of filming at night today with this when I went out for dinner, just to see what the coloring is like. And then on this side, you have a little pop open window. Let me pop it open, drop it down for your USB-C. So yeah, pretty interesting. And famous clip-on grips. Love those. Now you can see it does say a huge, I don't know if you can help with the color, it says 6 right there compared to this one. It said Action 4 and it had that little hole in the middle for the white balancer sensor. This one just has a big little screen there. Already you can see, use one of the clips and attachments there. And I do have this. I was waiting to peel this off. There we go. Action right there. And the same type of extendable grip. Now, the grip pattern, this extendable arm, the exact same. So if you have one of these, you don't necessarily need another one of these. They are nice to have, but yeah, there we go. Now let's get into the box. So when they open the box, how did he open it? Oh, he cut the tape on this side, and then it pops open like that. Here's the receipt. So the price here in China, let me see if that will focus enough for you guys. 3,698 RMB, Chinese yuan. Once again, 3,968 for this package here. You can see the 2 casing there. So this case on this side is where the camera was in. Simple casing, almost like Apple, like nice and beautiful. See, open. There's Osmo Action 6 on the top there. And then the other side, this is where the housing came. Actually, it says, it shows the camera here, but you can see on this side, let it focus, if it will, accessories. So the accessories is still in the packaging here. I did not open it. They opened it, but they closed it right back up. The battery case. Now I have the battery case here from the 4. Size wise, exact same size. Doesn't say DJI on the top. Where the 4, it says DJI on the top. It does, however, now say Osmo on the side. And then you open it up and you got your batteries there. That's my other one. There's my batteries there, slightly charged. So I gotta make sure not to get these mixed up. It'll be very easy to know because the one says DJI, the one says Osmo. I'll be able to keep them separated. I'm gonna charge the batteries tonight because I will go out filming, produce content on my main channel once I get out tomorrow morning. It's late at night. Then you got a mount piece, little plastic things. I will not use this. I mean, I already have a mount on my e-bike helmet for doing rides and stuff, so I don't need to add other things. Let's see what else they have in here. Do they have extra lenses? So once I already said, again, I said this was inside already, this clip and this tightener, the fastener. We have one more clip here. Now I don't know if the length of these clips is different because the other Action Cam, the length, yeah. This is the short one, this is the long one. You can't really see there, but actually, maybe a slight difference. I'm not fully sure. You'll have to check that out yourself. And then finally, the last few things in here. One more fastener. Always good to have extras in case you somehow lose one. And then the charging cable, USB-C to USB-C for the batteries. I'll put that aside. I'll have to charge that stuff up later. And then finally, we got I don't know, some stickers, a manual book. Let's see, warranty. Yeah, bring the memory card. I don't know. Have a look at the stickers. You see what it is. Peel off stuff. And then the book, and I guess your warranty card or whatever that is there. So anyways, my thoughts on this camera. I think it is great. I'm so excited just because of the improvement on the technology. The sensor size is going to be great for low lighting. I'm really excited because this is the perfect type of camera I need for the type of filming that I do. The one thing I wish, yes, I wish it did have 8K rendering. And I do wish it came with a cage like this. This would have been a big plus side for me because I do have some accessories that clip onto the side of this from Ulanzi to attach my Rode studio mics, my mics. So when I do that, but I get why they didn't do that, because maybe they just want you to buy the DJI mics itself. I did check if this cage would fit on this, and obviously the sizing is not the same, so this cage does not fit. So I'll have to figure things out. I'll have to see what other accessories come out for this camera and go ahead and buy that. I don't mind spending $100 more on good accessories that will work well with this. But it's just a little sad I can't use my previous mic setup for certain situations. Even though I used it minimally, it would have been nice to still be able to do so. I do wish it came with an extra lens as well, just in case I have dropped this one, and I did not replace the lens on this yet. You can see it's still a little scratched and dented here, but it was a nice option to be able to switch it out and fix it up just in case I really scratched this up somehow. So that would have been a nice option, but they're upselling you, right? That stuff is probably all available through DJI. They just want to make sure that they can get the most money, keep their IPO or whatever open. And finally, a little backstory on how I ended up with the DJI series. When I first moved to China, I mean, as a kid, when I was like 13, 14 years old, I had a paper route back in Canada, and my first ever camera was a DV camera, a mini DV camera, little cassette tapes, and I'd film stuff with my friends like jackass style stunts, wrestling, and all these fun things. Then I got to university, college, that type of stuff, and I followed a different path. I wasn't so far. I still loved film, but it wasn't the direction that I would go in for my life. But then after years, I decided to move to China, and at that time I bought a GoPro. I believe it was a Hero Silver 3. But at that time, that was a great camera. And when I came to China, I started making market videos, and that thing lasted me a while. Up until the point I said, you know what? I've been making a little bit of money off of YouTube. Let's upgrade. And I got a Hero Black 7. Then go further down the line. Really enjoyed doing my filming with action cams type of stuff. And COVID hit. Came back to Canada, decided to take my passion. Let's go to Toronto Film School, learn a little bit more about that. Just always getting more educated. And then around 2024, it's like time to get back to China. Let's upgrade again from the Hero 7. And at that time, we had the GoPro Hero 12 or the DJI Action 4. And I was a little struck. Because, DJI being a Chinese company, you got to support the country I'm going to go live in. But I do love GoPro. I did research online on YouTube, where I'm posting a video here to see what would best suit me, and I decided, these clips are great, the quality looked great, let me try DJI, and I'm so happy I did, because this DJI Osmo Action 4 blessed me. I had so much fun with this camera. It suits me so well. This is a perfect vlogging camera. Now, I do have the Sony ZV-1, great color, but for me, it's a product review camera. It's great at sitting, it's great at focusing and showing products, but walking around vlogging with it, it's nothing like this. And I do have Sony A7 series cameras, but those are for professional production. Like, if I had a videographer following me around, filming me, I'd be glad to have him carry those. But being a vlogger, like, vlogging yourself, those cameras are heavy. There's a lot of work behind it, and these things are just so simple. So this Action 4 did so well for me, and now I'm super excited to start filming and making content with this Action 6. Anyways, guys, I hope if you're interested in this camera, that shed a little bit of light into it. If you're super excited to get it and just have to wait for the Western launch or any other reason, or if you're not sure if you really want to upgrade, if you have a 4, between the 6, go for it. 5 to 6, I'd still say go for it. If you're going from the 4 to the 5, man, I don't think it was worth it, but many people I know did. But anyways, that's it. The camera, my thoughts, what they could have done would have been a little bit better, mainly just provided with a cage, some lenses. But other than that, I'm super stoked for this camera. And guys, thank you for watching this video. Till next time, it's Colly. Take it easy.